Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andy McNamara, and welcome in for what should be another great matchup. Our game today features two Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andy McNamara, and welcome in for what should be another great matchup. The storyline for today's game surrounds how evenly matched these teams are. There has been a lot of speculation on how either side will be able to win this one. With teams this closely matched, it wouldn't surprise me if this comes down to the final play. He kicks it away. He catches the kickoff. And he's brought to the turf. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Hike!
Hand off to Chapman. And the defender got him down. Gain of 7 on the play. Second and short for the offense.
Go!
Running the RPO, he decides to pull the trigger. Gain of 3 on the play. The offense comes in on third down. Just 1 yard to go.
Tonight.
He tosses it off to the left side of the field. Batted down and incomplete. The punt team takes the field.
Go!
The punt's away. This punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Player in motion.
Tonight.
He grabs it out of the air. The defense is finally able to bring him down. That will be good enough to move the chains. First and 10 for the offense. Schroeder surveys the field. He's got a receiver near the 30. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That will be good enough to pick up the first down. 2 backs for the offense. A flag on the play. I think they're going to get the offense for a false start. They'll accept the penalty. The offense lines up on first and long.
Hike!
Schroeder makes the throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! They're setting up for the extra point.
Tonight.
And Davenport with the kick. And the extra point is good. They'll take the initial lead with the first score of the game. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Davenport kicks it away. He'll return the kick up near the 30. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Player in motion. QB back to pass. Tosses a pass. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the offense. He steps back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline. Banks with the catch. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That's good for 10 yards. 1st and 10 for the offense.
Hike!
The handoff is taken by Chapman. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. That will be good for about 1. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Handoff to Arnold. Freeman brings him down for the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Tosses the ball. Batted down and incomplete. The offense lines up to punt. A flag on the play. I think they're going to get the offense for a false start. They'll accept the penalty. The offense lines up to punt.
Hike!
He makes the punt. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Schroeder will give it away. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down for the offense. 15 yards to go. Schroeder on the handoff. And he is down. Gain of 8 on the play. A 2-back set for the offense. Schroeder on the handoff. And down he goes. That will go for about 5 yards. The offense comes in on 2nd down. 14 yards to go. Steps into the pocket. And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 9. 3rd down. 8 yards to go. Schroeder makes the throw. And he misses his target. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Blair will boot this one away. The punt is caught. He makes the return all the way up near the 50. The offense looks to get things going here on 1st down. Steps into the pocket. He flings a interception. He'll be tackled near the 45. The offense looks to get things going here on 1st down.
Go!
Schroeder will give it away. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Ryan. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down for the offense. The runner will take it on the draw. And he is eventually brought down. A huge pickup there by the offense. 1st down and 10 to go. That signals the end of the 1st quarter. It's anyone's game so far. The offense sets up in shotgun. Hand off to Pearson. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
Go!
He fakes the handoff and tucks it on the QB keeper. And he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. That'll be good for a couple yards. The offense will operate from under center. Schroeder chucks it up, and the pass falls to the ground. The offense is set to try a field goal.
Hike.
It's up. And it sails through. That score extends their lead. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. Ripped to the ground. First and 10 for the offense. QB back to pass. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And he's hit right away and taken down. That's good for about 7 yards. Second down, 3 yards to go. Dropping back. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. And the pass is incomplete. Third down, 3 yards to go. Player in motion.
Go!
Pitch to the right side. And he's tackled. Gain of 6 on the play. A single back set for the offense.
Tonight.
The runner takes the inside handoff. And he's tackled. That will be a loss of 2. Second down. 12 yards to go.
Hike.
Steps into the pocket. And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 9. Third down for the offense.
Go!
Sets his feet and throws. And the pass is incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away.
Tonight.
And Curtis kicks this one away. And he is down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down.
Hike.
Schroeder will give it away. And the defender got him down. That'll go for about 3 yards. Schroeder surveys the field. He tosses a floater, and the pass falls to the ground. Third down, 7 yards to go.
Tonight.
Schroeder on the handoff. And he's finally stopped after a great run. That will be good enough to move the chains. First and 10.
Go!
Schroeder steps back into the pocket. He tosses one short to the sideline. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10 to go. Dropping back, takes the handoff and looks to pass. Wise wraps him up. A huge gain by the offense. Sixth play of the drive.
Tonight.
He tosses out a floater. The tackle is made. That brings up second down. Second down. 2 yards to go. Hand off to Pearson. Tackle made by Ball. That gets us to third down. Third down and short. Hand off to Pearson. And he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. That will be good for about 6. First down and goal for the offense. Pushes into the backfield. Lucas on the sack. That gets us to second down. Schroeder surveys the field. He finds a target over the middle of the end zone. Tipped away and incomplete. The offense comes to the line on 3rd and goal. Schroeder surveys the field. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point. And Davenport with the kick. And the extra point is good. That score widens their lead a bit. The kicking team set up to boot it away. And Davenport with the kick. And he is tackled. First and 10. He drops back into the pocket. Inhaled that pass. And the runners wrestle to the ground. Tackled by Walsh. Gain of 18 on the play. First down and 10 to go. He grabs it out of the air. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 20 on the play. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. The defense sets up in a dime set. And the defense brings him down. Give the tackle to Jensen. That's good for a gain of 4. Second down for the offense. 15 yards to go. And the ball is batted down. A 2-receiver set for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. A flag on the play. Tipped away and incomplete. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. This is going to be defensive holding, and they'll accept the penalty. First and 10 for the offense. Looking short for a target. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. That will go for about 5 yards. 7th play of the drive. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. The defense lines up for another 3rd down. They've executed well so far here today. He makes the throw. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. The offense is set to try a field goal.
Go!
The kick is up. And it barely squeezes in there. They'll recover some ground with that score. The kicking team set up to boot it away. The kicker sends this one deep into the end zone. They will look to get this drive going here from the 25. Schroeder steps back into the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. Second and 10.
Go!
QB back to pass. And he snagged it. And the defender got him down. Good enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout. That will be their first. From under center. Dropping back. A flag on the play. It's hauled down by Cannon. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. This is going to be defensive holding, and they'll keep the play instead of taking the penalty. Gain of 18 on the play. First and 10 for the offense.
Go!
Schroeder steps back into the pocket. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 5 on the play. And the offense will call a timeout here. They will have 1 remaining timeout. Second down. 14 yards to go. Schroeder steps back into the pocket. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point. Here's the kick. And the kick is good. That score widens their lead a bit. The kicking team set up to boot it away. On the kickoff. And down he goes. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Drops back to pass. And down he goes. Gain of 16 on the play, and the offense will call a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. First down and 10 to go. Drops back, throws the ball, and they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10 to go. Dropping back, he tosses one, and the ball is batted down. Third and 10. Steps into the pocket, and he snagged it. And the defense brings him down. Give the tackle to Jensen. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. A bit of a lopsided matchup so far. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick sails deep. The offense will look to get things going from the 25. He makes the handoff. And he's tackled. Gain of 12 on the play. Second play of the drive. He drops back to pass. Schroeder chucks it up. Payne inhales that pass. And the defense brings him down. Give the tackle to Jensen. Penalty flag on the field. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. It looks like they're going to call a face mask on that play. And they'll take the penalty. 4 receivers set for the offense. Schroeder steps back into the pocket. Makes the short throw. The ball is knocked loose. He'll be brought down by the defense. Tackled by Lucas. Gain of 6 on the play. Second down. 13 yards to go.
Hike.
Schroeder will give it away. Wrapped up, brought down. Jensen on the tackle. That'll bring up third down. 3 receivers for the offense. Schroeder on the handoff. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Handoff to Pearson. The defense is finally able to bring him down. Gain of 14 on the play. First down and goal for the offense.
Go!
Pitch right to the runner. Touchdown! They'll opt for the single point attempt here. And Davenport with the kick. And it's good. That score extends their lead. And onto the field comes the kicking team. And Davenport with the kick. And the tackle is made. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Steps into the pocket. And Chapman gets a hold of him for the sack. Loss of 9. The offense sets up under center. QB back to pass. Makes the throw. Incomplete pass. Third and long for the offense. He drops back to pass. He finds a target on the right side of the field. Incomplete pass. The offense lines up to punt.
Go!
The punt's away. And the tackle is made. The offense looks to get things going here on first down.
Hike!
He's going to be pulled down by Holland for the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second down for the offense.
Hike!
Schroeder steps back into the pocket. He's got a receiver in single coverage deep. The pass is incomplete. Third down for the offense. Player in motion to the right. Steps into the pocket. Schroeder makes the throw. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away.
Hike!
Blair kicks it away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. They'll start things off from the 20. Steps into the pocket. He finds a target up near the 40. Got 2 hands on it. Complete. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 19. First and 10. He drops back to pass. Throws it off to the left side. And the ball is batted down. Second down and 10 to go. Player in motion to the right. He drops back into the pocket. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And it's knocked away by the defense. Third down and 10 to go. They'll send a player in motion.
Go!
Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. Tipped away and incomplete. The punt team takes the field.
Go!
And Curtis kicks this one away. The punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start things off from the 20. QB back to pass. Throws the rainbow. The pass is incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense.
Tonight.
Schroeder will give it away. And he's stopped up around the 20. That brings up third down. Third and 10 for the offense. Schroeder on the handoff. Tackle made by Ball. That gets us to fourth down. The offense lines up to punt.
Go!
The punt's away. The punt is caught. And he's taken down after returning it up to the 35. First and 10 for the offense. Motion left.
Tonight.
He throws one with some air under it. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers for the defense.
Tonight.
Hand off to Chapman. And the tackle will be made by Benson. That gets us to third down. The offense has not had much luck converting on third downs today. He drops back to pass. And he's immediately brought down. A flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. This one is going to go against the defense for a face mask. They will accept the penalty. 1st and 10 for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. Throws the ball. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. 5th play of the drive. He'll be back to pass. Tosses the ball. Snagged out of the air. And the tackle is made. That will go for about 8 yards. The offense can't seem to find their rhythm today on third downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. The offense is set to try a field goal. Here's the kick. And it sails through. They'll recover some ground with that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He'll send this one deep. And he's tackled here. The third quarter comes to a close. An uneven showcase so far today. The offense looks to get things going here on 1st down. Hand off to Pearson. And he'll be brought down by Holland. That will go for about 5 yards. A single back set for the offense. The handoff is made. Wrapped up, brought down. Jensen on the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches. Schroeder steps back into the pocket. Batted down and incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. Blair kicks it away. And he's brought to the turf. First and 10. Steps into the pocket. Scrambling. And he'll take a slide here. Gain of 10 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Steps into the pocket. Makes the throw. It's hauled in by Chapman. And the tackle will be made by Chapman. That'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Makes the short throw. The tackle is made. That brings up 3rd down. The offense has struggled to convert on 3rd downs today. He throws one, deflected by the defender and incomplete. The punt team takes the field.
Go!
Curtis will boot it here. And the kick goes out of bounds. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Player in motion.
Go!
Schroeder will give it away. And he'll be brought down behind the goal line. That's a safety. That will eat away at the lead a bit. Lining up for the kickoff. And Davenport with the kick. And he's brought to the turf. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Player in motion to the right.
Set hut.
Pitch right to the runner. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down. They'll pick up a couple yards here. Second play of the drive.
Go.
Dropping back. He makes the throw up near. Intercepted. And he's tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Go.
Pearson gets the ball. Wise wraps him up. That will go for about 8 yards. The offense comes in on second down. 2 yards to go.
Hike.
QB fakes the handoff and takes it himself. Wise wraps him up. Gain of 3 on the play. A 2-receiver set for the offense. He steps back to pass. Schroeder makes the throw. Batted down and incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense.
Go.
He drops back. He fakes the handoff. Schroeder chucks it up. Batted down and incomplete. Third and 10.
Go.
Schroeder will give it away. Tackle made by Ball. That gets us to fourth down. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line.
Go.
And Davenport with the kick. And the kick is good. That score widens their lead a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. He kicks it away. The tackle is made. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Motion right. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw over the middle. It's caught, and he's tackled here. Good enough for a first down. The defense sets up in a dime set. He drops back to pass. There's a flag on the play. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him. They'll accept the penalty. Operating out of the pistol. Dropping back. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. And the runners wrestle to the ground. Tackled by Walsh. That'll be good for a first down. First and 10. He sees a target over the middle. Incomplete pass. Second and 10. He steps back to pass. Batted down and incomplete. Third and 10 for the offense. QB back to pass. It's complete to Banks. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 17, first and 10. Dropping back. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. Pass complete, and he's immediately brought down. A huge pickup there by the offense. Eighth play of the drive. First and goal. He drops back. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. They'll opt for the single-point attempt here.
Go.
The kick is up, and the extra point is good. That score will close the gap a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick sails deep. The offense will start things off from the 25. Schroeder will give it away. Lucas with the tackle. That gets us to second down. And the defense will call timeout here. That will be their first of the half. Second down.
Go!
Schroeder will give it away. Ripped to the ground. Gain of 11. The defense will use a timeout here. They will have one remaining timeout. First and 10. Hand off to Pearson. Benson brings him to the ground. Gain of 8 on the play. And the defense will call timeout here. That will be their last timeout. Second down for the offense. 2 yards to go.
Go!
Schroeder on the handoff. And the defense brings him down. Give the tackle to Jensen. Good enough for a first down. A 2-receiver set for the offense.
Go!
And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. 6th play of the drive. And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. 3rd down. 8 yards to go. That will wrap it up for our game. On behalf of Axis Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye for now.